it's so hard to reflect on it without sort of almost getting emotional, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it's
yeah,
such
true
a
that.
privilege to be a part of this. You know, it's always a privilege to work with great filmmakers, you know. It's personally, like, to be asked back to work with Chris is a real honor, but this is something else, you know. As you say, cinematic history, and I'm feel very privileged to be a part of it.
Yeah, I think it's a work of art, and I think it's, if I may be so bold to say it's Chris's magnum opus, I really think he's such a masterful screenwriter, and I think that's the magic of this, is the script, that I was able to take this 3,000-year-old story, make it accessible to modern audiences, make it emotional, make it action. You got sorcerers, monsters, demigods, and gods. I mean, you got it all. It's incredible.
I think they're going to get everything that they're coming to expect from the Odyssey, like all those beats, all those creatures, all those moments. But there's a real depth to every single character. You know, it's everyone said that this was impossible to do, but Chris has done it, and done it in the most spectacular way, in the most human way. And I think people are going to be really blown away by the emotionality at the center of it.
Yeah, I hope people really see themselves as Odysseus, that this is really, even though he's fighting all these creatures and trying to get home, that this is actually your own life, and it's a metaphor for your life and all the struggles you've had and all the battles and all the temptation, and you're going to make it at the end and be with your family and be home and feel all that love. I hope people see themselves in it.
I'm just having the time of my life. I mean, you know, we're going to spend days with John
Yeah.
Leguizamo for crying
Great
out
time.
loud. You know, I mean, it's just so much fun, and getting to see some of the guys that I worked with for all those months. You know, especially Matt. And it's great to just finally be out here talking about this movie. You know.
And great, like you were saying with Himesh, I've been having a great time with him, and he's so fun and witty. And then to see everybody else, Lupita and Zendaya and Tom, it's just fun to be with everybody. And what a crew, and Ben Safdie.
Yeah.
I mean, just seeing everybody, you start to be, I become a fanboy. I don't know.
Yeah.
George
Ruth.
Cottle, the incredible stunt coordinator
Yeah.
who made it all possible and kept us safe. He's incredible. Ellen, the costumer.
Yeah.
Louisa Abel, the most incredible makeup artist, special effects. She did all the old aging and all those incredible, the Cyclops, all these creatures. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's the crew, especially when you're on a job for this long. You know, I was there for 6 months, every single location. That becomes like a second family, and we all had to carry each other through in so many ways, because, and Chris knows that. That's how he makes sure that the people that are around him are people who are up for the challenge, but are going to look after each other, and we all did. You know, everyone loves making movies, whatever they're doing, whether it's in front or behind the camera. And so it's challenging circumstances, but we know what we're making, and we're up for the battle, you know?
You know, and Chris doesn't ask anything of you that he doesn't do himself. So he's in the trenches with you. And that just makes you feel like, oh man, we're doing something special, wonderful, and he's working as hard as we are. So it makes you want to give even more.
There's themes of family, there's themes of belonging, of trying to get home, you know, all these things that we all feel in some way every single day. The heart of the story that Chris is telling here, I think, is that he's examining war and the effects of war on the psyche of an individual, but also on how it can erode people's humanity as a society, and you know, that theme of Zeus's law, and how that, you know, how that can be lost if we choose to forget, or if we choose to turn our back on these things, how we treat each other, how we look at our neighbors, you know, how we treat strangers, all these things. It's a really beautiful examination of those things. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of the greatest stories ever told, and obviously most of Western literature is based on this, on the Odyssey somehow, and it's because the themes are ancient and they're part of humanity, and they reveal the human condition. You know, that no matter how many centuries go by, we're still the same people dealing with the same issues of loyalty, betrayal, love, lust, war, the PTSD, wanting to go home, not being able to be home, and then just taking inventory of your life, and at the end, and have done the right thing. Has karma bitten me in the butt? All these themes just resonate